My name is Sammy Rodgers. I run transportation business called Samrouz Safaris. Basically, that's me. It's somehow a desire that I've always wanted to do, but I didn't know how to do it or start it. But some time back, I worked in Afghanistan, and when I traveled outside the country, it really opened my mind, because when I was in Dubai, I saw like people were doing this kind of business. And when I came back in 2014, that's when I got this idea and I wanted to implement it. But around that time, I wasn't financially stable, so I decided to start working for someone, because I already had the idea. So I worked for someone for about 4 years doing taxi business before the online taxis came into the market. So that's when I started it. Uh, Basically, in Afghanistan, I was just working in the military camps, but I can say in Dubai. Dubai is more digitalized, you see, and the service that they're providing is top notch. I've always wanted my vans to be very comfortable. That's why I normally invest in good seats, um, so that they are recliners. Whenever people are traveling long distance, they feel comfortable. I always make sure that the vans have charging ports, because normally when you're traveling long distance, people need to charge, or probably they have work that they might want to finish on the journey. So they have charging ports, and then also there is Wi-Fi. So they're always connected and they can do a lot of stuff while we're traveling. And then also uh, they can get cold drinks during the journey. I have about three, but mostly we have guys who we have partnered with, who like whenever I don't have that kind of fleet, let's say for example like a bus, we normally coordinate and we work together by just phone calls, as in checking availability whenever the clients request, as in to book a certain vehicle. So normally, like whenever drivers, whenever drivers have the vehicles, because we normally don't have like them in one location. So normally drivers have the vehicles, and whenever any requests come in, we just like book them and confirm availability. Whenever the clients want them on the dates, we just coordinate in that way, whereby the drivers proceed to pick the clients wherever they've asked them to be picked. Yeah, that's how we operate. This year, I've gone to Rwanda in January. I have gone to Malawi around March, and we've gone to Dar es Salaam. So basically, within East Africa and Central Africa, and I'm hoping I'll be going to South Africa soon. The clients proceed to book, and once they book, we agree on a date or a location where I'll pick them and timing, and then I just show up, or the driver shows up, picks them up, and then they start the journey. Sometimes we pre-plan on stopovers or timing, so that we hit the borders, on time and cross. Because some borders are not 24 hours, so we need to hit the borders on time so that we may cross over to the next country. And the journey is really good, because we get to see things that we haven't seen before, new experiences. The clients enjoy also the journey and the comfort. Yeah. One thing I've realized is always good to embrace technology, because technology really helps us. For example, there's an online platform that provides visibility for us. So it's called Zephyr. And this platform normally gives us opportunity to be booked worldwide, not only like to our own clients, but as in we have a bigger platform whereby we can be booked. So embracing technology is really helpful. For example, getting into social media, it gives you visibility to people who didn't know you. Whenever we post our videos of our journeys, people tend to like, and follow us. And sometimes we get requests from them. They want also to organize trips and also like have that experience. So technology has really helped us. Because you see, in social media, as in whenever you give a client maybe a bad experience, they'll always go there and paint a picture of how your service is. And if you give them a good one, also they paint that. And that will send traffic towards you. So I'll say we normally make sure that we give our clients the best so that our image is always seen as a good one on the social media also. Yeah. Normally, we are always on check to ensure we follow the laws that are supposed to be followed. For example, like in Kenya, for you to operate the van, you need to have certain licenses. Like as a driver, you must have had like 4 years experience before you transport people, because you need to be well conversant with roads, and also you need there are licenses like road service license that we must have, because the road service license allows you to go in each and every county in Kenya. For example, if it's within Kenya, you can go from one point to another. No, it's just not like the one that the matatu normally have, because that is just for one route. But for us, we have to get that one that allows us to go everywhere, because people hire you from different locations and they want to travel anywhere. And then also going to like Tanzania, you need to get Commerce insurance, and then also you need to pay for road user so that you use their roads. Uganda, the same also. But then Uganda is somehow more expensive compared to the rest. I don't know why, but yeah. Because now the road user is just a single permit. If you are crossing from Uganda, let's say to Rwanda, you pay a certain amount, and then once you exit towards Rwanda, when you're coming back also you have to pay coming back. But the good thing that I had, the best experience that I had, Rwanda didn't charge me anything as in the time I went there. So it's very conducive for people to travel also in Rwanda. Yeah, and then also Malawi I paid crossing there. Yeah, so we normally have to check and make sure that we are in line with the laws while we are traveling outside. Most recently, when I got the most recent van, I realized that there were changes that had been effected by NTSA, that we need to have roll cages, and then the people making your seats, they must be certified by a certain organization so that you can be authorized now to go through inspection and pass that inspection so that you'll be on the road. Because these standards are really good, because in case of an accident or anything, then the people that you're carrying are safe. We are going on a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from the break. So some of the advantages of running my own business, the advantages are that flexibility the flexibility you get, and also you tend to like build a bigger network from different angles. Then also getting to meet different companies, because now they'll be seeking as in like your services. So I think those are much of the advantages, and then also you manage to get good money, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you just need, let's say, a deposit, because normally for like vans back in Mombasa, you don't have to have the whole amount to buy the car. But as long as you have a deposit, let's say of about $1 million, and you should have like an extra 500 so that you can customize seats, and then also like get the licenses and stuff. So let's say about 1.5. I thought that I must have, let's say, money so that I can start this. But as long as you have an idea, you can run that idea with someone else. You know, you can get employment. Let's say you can be a driver, work it out. As long as you have that vision, learn the business itself and build your network. And build your network. Once you build up your network, you will find connection in your ways on how you can get, you might even get someone who can finance you, you know, to start the business, as long as you have that idea. Like initially, like me, back then when I was doing taxi, for the 4 years I was doing for someone. And within that time, I met someone, a client, who thought that business was mine. But I told him, no, this is not mine, but I'm thinking of doing this and this. So I shared my idea, and he was willing to support me. And my first vehicle, he was the one who gave me about 650, which I did a deposit in Mombasa. And that's how I started the business. So normally, as long as you have the idea, you don't have to like have the money. But first of all, move forward and start understanding the business model, and that will help you. So let no one be limited that I must have this amount of money to start. Just start, find a way to start. So challenges at the border, as in, is especially if you don't know like what is required, you might get at the border and get stuck, and already maybe you have clients. So that's like a disadvantage, because now they might have planned timings and you might spend more time at the border so that you get your documentation. So what I learned was I had to get agents at the border. So when I plan my trip, I inform them in advance, send them documents, so they prepare the documents. While I'm at the border, I just cross over to the other side, so it's easier. And then other challenges is like when crossing to other countries, the police, you know, how it normally is. Sometimes there are things that you require in the vehicle and maybe you don't have, but at least once you know that, then you're good. I'll just say that anyone who wants to do the business, they should go forward, because there is a really huge opportunity, especially in transportation, whereby people want service, you know, quality service. And if you make and invest all your time in quality service, you'll always like get a return client, and also mostly referrals from the client. So my plans are, like now we've partnered with Zephyr. It's an online platform for car rentals, whereby we get more visibility from all over the world. So anyone can book you directly from that platform. So that's one of the expansions that I'm anticipating for future, and then also increasing a fleet. And then also, you know, at some point it needs some financial muscle. So we need to build up our statement, so that at least we can bring in more fleet. At that time, I was still operating taxi, and it was really tough because now, with that change and then competition from the online taxis, I had to come up with an idea on how to move from that to something else. So around that time in 2020, that's when I had to sell the small car that I had, and I went forth to get a van. And that's how I decided, let me just move to this venture, because I didn't know how to start it, or I didn't have clients who I'll get to. But then I just had to find ways on how to start it and market it, and then we are here now. So for me, I'll say is the quality of service that I'm trying to bring into the market. It's different, and mostly our vans, most of them are fitted with charging ports, for everyone. Everyone in the vehicle is able to charge their phones, access to internet, and then also our drivers are qualified drivers. They're drivers who have been driving for many years, so they are well conversant, and then also they are well educated, and they understand the outside roads with outside Kenya. They know the roads well because they've been traveling a lot. So I think I have an edge over people going to just anyone, So at least we have experience because we've been doing this from 2014. So we well understand their needs. So customer feedback. Okay, so normally after every trip, I normally call clients and ask them how the experience was, especially those trips that I wasn't the one driving, and I get those feedbacks. If there are changes, I normally promise the clients to change that or improve on whatever thing that they felt was wrong. So that has really helped me grow, and also train drivers, or explain to drivers whatever the customers expect. So social media handles, you can find me on TikTok as Samrouz Safaris, or the Red Team, and on Instagram, Samrouz Safaris, Facebook, Samrouz Safaris, or the Red Team. Yes.